Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hafiz, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this branded one product Shopify dropshipping store. In this video, I'll be using custom codes for some of the sections. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. To get started, you first need to register with Shopify. I will leave a link in the description below where you can get your first month for just €1. When you are done with registration, the first place it will take you is your dashboard, something like this. To start designing our store, the first thing we have to do is to install our theme. So we come down here and we look for a theme called Done, and then we click on Add. Once the theme is done installing, click on Customize. After clicking Customize, it will take you to the theme editor. Then we can start designing our store. The next thing we have to do is to start adding our brand colors. So we go to Settings here. Theme settings, we click on colors, and then we click on add scheme, and then we click on background. We change our background color to this color right here, and the text should be white. We click on save, and then we go back to our sections by clicking here. Then we click on our announcement bar, and then we choose our color scheme to scheme 6, and then we click on save. The next step now is to choose a typography for our design. So we go back to settings, and then we look for typography, and then we change the heading typography to Nonito Sans extra bold, and then we look for the body font and we change it to Nonito Sans regular. We click on save. Now that the announcement bar is done, let's move on to the next section, which is the header section. And the header section consists of the logo and the navigation. So the next step now is to add our logo inside our header. You click on settings, logo, and then you drag your logo inside this box. Save. So now let's reduce the height of the header. We click on the header. We come down and then we reduce it to 12, and then we click on save. Now the next step is to change the color of the navi. So we go to settings, colors, add scheme. We leave the background color to white, but we change the text to green, and then we change the button to green as well. So to yellow, and then the button label should be green. Then we click save. We then go back to our sections. We click on header and change our color scheme to scheme 8. We click on save. The next step is the image banner. What we are trying to achieve in the image banner is that we want to have a different image for the desktop version and a different image for the mobile version. But we have to use custom codes for this because unfortunately it's not included in the Done theme. So to use the custom codes, you have to go to these 3 dots right here. You click on it, you click on edit code, and then inside this search box, you type section image banner.css, section image banner.css. Perfect. It's just right underneath the asset folder. You click on it, and then you come to the last bottom here. To find the code for this section, I'm going to put it inside the description below. So copy it and paste it directly underneath this particular section. For me, I'll just go back to my old code and I'm just going to copy and paste it inside like this. And then you click on save. Once you're done, we go back to our theme editor, and then we click on image banner, and then we can drag and drop our image for both first image and second image. Both will appear separately on mobile and desktop. So let's do that. Now that we have all our images, we click save, and then we have to change the banner height from large to adapt to first image. Perfect. And then we click on mobile just to see how everything is looking. Perfect. Everything looks good. As you can see, the images are showing differently. Then here, then we click on save. So the next section is the collage section. As you can see, there are 3 different images and they all lead to the same product. So to achieve this, we will need to have 3 different collections. So let's do that right now. So let's create our collections. To do that, we have to exit our theme editor. And we have to create our product first. Click on product. For you guys, you have to add your product. For me, I've already exported my product from my previous store. So I'm going to do that right now by importing. Now we have our product. We click on collections. We create a collection. And the first collection will be, we can put anything we want for this one. I'm going to put meet target. And then I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to look for our product. Go to settings. We're going to add it. Then we have to add our image to this place. We want to use this image right here. And then the last collection should be save box. We save it. We choose our product again, the same product. And then we add our image. We click on save. Now let's go back to our theme editor, online store, customize. And then we are going to add this section right here, add section. And then we look for collage. Perfect. First, we have to remove our featured collection by deleting it. And then we click on collage. We remove the text multi-collage. And then we start adding our collection one after the other. But first, we have to make sure all our blocks are collections. So first, we delete products, we delete image, and then we add collection second block, collection third block. So we click on first collection and then we select our collection right here, fast growth. Perfect. We click on second collection, meet target, select here. First collection we didn't select it again, fast growth, select. Perfect. The third collection, select collection, save box, select, and then we save it like this. Perfect. And then we want our text to be green, so we click on it and then we change our color scheme to 7. We already did that. Then we save it. So the next section is this icon section. As you can see, there's a wave animation going on right now. We're going to use custom code for that, so let's go do it. For the icon section, we have to click on add section, and then we look for multi-column. We click on multi-column. Perfect. We delete the heading multi-column, and then we add the fourth block. Click on save. We click on multi-column again, and then we change the number of columns on the desktop to 4. We click on save. We remove the button by deleting the label. Click on save again, and then we change the column alignment to center. We click on save again. Now we have to change the background to green. We click on it, and then we go back to our color scheme to change it. We click on it. We choose color scheme 6. Perfect. We click on save. And then for each column, we only want the heading to be shown, so we delete the text for each column. We click on save. Now we have to add the icons separately. We click on select image, add images, and then we look for our icons. I already have them, so I'm just gonna add them one after the other. Done. We click on save. and then we click on multi-columns. We change the image width to 1/3 of width column. Perfect. Now let's make the wave animation for the icon section. What we have to do now is go to these 3 dots. We click on it, we click on edit code, then we come back to our code editor here like this. We click on add new section. We type in wave animation or any name you want to name it. We click on done, and then you have to delete the codes that you find first, the schema codes. But to find the code for this particular wave animation, I put a link in my description. It will lead you to where you find the codes. But for me, I already have the code in my format store, so I'm just gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it right here. You click on save, and then you go back to your theme editor, you refresh, and then you add new section, and then you click on wave. You want the wave to be above the section, and then you want to duplicate the wave and put one wave below the section. You want the wave below the section to turn upside down, so you have to rotate the wave like this, and then you have to put the height to 50, the height of the wave to 50, both on desktop and mobile, 50, and then you have to change the wave color to green. You click on save. You do that for the wave above. You change the height to 50. Also, the height on mobile should be 50, and then you want the wave to be color green. So here you have it. You have your icon section with the wave animation. You click on save. Now the next section is our featured product selection. What we have to do is click on add section. We look for featured product, and then we change the color scheme to scheme 6, scheme 7, I think, scheme 7, and then we select our product to this product. We click save. So now let's add a bit of border radius to the buttons, both the input buttons and the add to cart button. So what you have to do is we go to settings here, and then we click on buttons, and then we make it like 12 should be enough, and then we look for input, and then we also make it 12 like this. Then we just click save. So the next section is the customer review section. We go back to our sections by clicking here. We click on add section. We click on multi-column again. We change the color scheme to this color right here. You remove the multi-column to customer reviews, and then we change the column alignment to center, and then we change the full width of column to half width of column, and then on each column we add our star. Perfect. And then we just have to change the headings to whatsoever name we want. We can say Gabriel, Sarah, and we click on save. To insert the wave animation for the customer review, we already have our codes. We only click on add section, then we click on wave. We duplicate this wave. We add one wave above multi-column. The column below, we click on wave rotation. We change the color to green. We make this 50, the wave height to 50. Make the wave height 50 as well. Also this 50. Also this as well 50. And we click save. And then we change the wave color to green here also. Click save. Perfect. And then we have to remove the button by removing the label. We click on save. Now the next section is the frequently asked question. To achieve that, we have to click on add section, and we have to look for collapsible content, and then we have to change the color scheme to scheme 7. We click save, and then we change the text as we like. I'm just going to quickly make this frequently. We click on save. So the final section is the footer section, and we have 2 things to achieve here. We want to achieve the logo to be right beneath everything, and then we have our newsletter box to be included as part of the footer on one row. To achieve this, we need to use custom codes for that. So let's do that right now. Now we have to click on our footer, and then we have to uncheck the show email sign up here, and then we have to go back to our code editor right here, and then we have to look for sections, our section file or folder. We have to look for footer.liquid. So for this section, I've already included the code for this footer right in my description. All you have to do is on your computer, if you're on Mac, press Command A, click on the codes, press Command A, delete everything in your footer.liquid, and then add everything I give you in the description. Okay, so I already have mine, so I'm just going to copy and paste from my old store right now. Command A, delete, Command V, paste, and then I'm just going to save it. I'll go back to my theme editor. I'll click save, and then I will refresh. Now I will change the color scheme for my footer to scheme 6. I'll click on save, and then I'll go back to my footer, and then I'll add blocks. First I'll add a text. I will add 2 links, and then I'll add my newsletter. Now let's add our image. We click on footer, then select image, and then we add our logo image. Click on done, and then we click on save. As you can see, we have a problem right now because our logo should be centered and should be 100% of the width of our footer. So let's do that with custom codes. So we go back to our code editor, and then we have to add a code in our Theme.liquid file. You click on Theme.liquid. Once the code is here, you click on the code, and then you click Command F. You will get this dialog box, and then you type base. You type enter. Under this base.css code, you are going to find another code in the description below. What you have to do is just underneath, you have to paste the code right underneath. For me, I already have this code. I'm just going to go back to my old store and copy this code and paste it right here. Let's do that right now. Copy and paste, and then I will save. Now the next step is to add our Custom.css file in our asset folder by clicking on assets, add new asset, create a blank file, make sure your extension is on CSS, and then you type on the file name, you type custom, and then done. Now also in the description, you will find the code for this particular Custom.css. You find the code for it. So I'm just going to copy from my old store. I'm just going to copy this code right now. I'm just going to paste it here, and then I'm just going to save, and then I will go back to my theme editor. I will refresh. Perfect. Just a quick one. If you want to save time, this template is currently available on my store, and it includes all the custom codes, images, and a step-by-step instruction guide. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.